Hello everyone, this is the second episode of this brand new account. As I hope you can notice, I've drastically turned down the sound because it was overpowering my voice a lot, and it should sound a lot better. So if you did watch the one yesterday, I apologise, but also thank you for watching it anyways. Also, I apologise for how long the video was yesterday. It's because, unfortunately, I don't know how I'm going to make it any smaller, because everything I said I feel is a bit important. And as it's a noob series, unfortunately, I have to do it within regular time intervals of which someone who is relatively new, I imagine, will be playing it at a time. But if it's too long, you can say in the comments. I'm fine with that. If it's too long then, and you've said so, I will happily try and keep them under, I guess, 25 to 30 minutes-ish. I'll just try and quickly do stuff. But if that also happens, that might also mean there's going to be a lot of editing, because I might have to skip some fights, which I don't want to do because it's a series for new people to the game, or people who don't know as much and they want to find out the best ways to do this or do that. Okay, so anyway, that's just something to think about. If you need to say so, just put it in the comments. As you can see, I've already checked, obviously, because I had to get on here and sort out the audio just before doing this, but I've checked this feature up here that's on a timer. If I can click it, there we go. It's called the Cabinet of Curiosities. It sells not just moves, but for some reason today it's just selling moves, or for this hour, it's selling just moves. You can find relics in here. You can find keys in here, which I wouldn't invest in. You can find fighters in here, which again I wouldn't really invest in. Although at the same time, if you're new and you want a certain bronze fighter that you don't have, I guess it's fine instead of buying a relic in here for 50,000. But if you're gonna buy a relic in here, only buy premieres in my opinion, because they're only 50,000. They work out cheaper than spending actual Theonite if you look at the values of stuff. There's also character specifics that are 100k, but I wouldn't invest in those unless you're desperate. Like, say there's a favorite, your favorite character relic is in there. Like, every time I see a squiggly relic, I buy it because I've practically sworn an oath to do so. So I mean, I can't really say don't, because my first I remember when the game updated and there was a new Diamond Squiggly variant, I got it within the first day that update was released because I brought a Squiggly only relic. So I wouldn't say just don't buy them, just avoid them if you're quite new. And then there's also elemental specific relics. And at the moment there's also cosmic premieres. Cosmic premieres will go after this update, I assume. They are just double the drop rate for Annie. But I mean, paying 150,000 just for one potentially bronze Annie when you could just pay 50,000 and potentially get the same thing. It doesn't work out cheaper. Elemental specifics, while they have a slightly higher drop chance for golds, an extra 0.5%, I believe, I still wouldn't invest in those because obviously the drop chance is still ridiculously low. So I wouldn't do that. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling. I'm just trying to explain everything. You can see here there's different tiers of moves. These are gold. The gold ones are always the ones you want to go for. And this particular one has very good stats. Element penalty, you don't really want it. It just means you do less damage against the element you're weakest to. But honestly, later on it does not matter. You'd rather have attack. But I got meter gain percentage and piercing percentage, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to buy it because those canopy coins I'm basically going to be dropping 80,000 canopy coins on this one move that I don't need right now. So, I don't need to do that. I also, because this is a brand new account, I'm on my day 3 login, because I already explained in the first video, I made the account a day before just to get the basics done. So I've got 2 bronze fighters. My day 3 login also gave me 50 rift coins, which we're not going to explain until I hit the said level for it. And after the last episode, we also had this. And I checked this beforehand to see exactly what it was. I didn't claim it because I wanted to claim it on video, but it's a sheltered parasol. And sheltered is one of the best bronze fighters in the game, and we're going to be working on her after these, just to see what I get, because I could get someone else that I want to work on too. Unfortunately, I got the other Painwheel variant. This Painwheel variant, when she gets crit, she inflicts bleed for 15 seconds per stack. That's the primary one. I can't remember exactly what the second one does because I don't use her. I think she has a chance to inflict bleed when you have bleed, like on offense, but honestly she's not worth it. I would avoid this one. Okay, we got a Headstrong again. I'm not really working on this Headstrong in particular because it's Headstrong. I don't need to. And we got a Symbol Clash with piercing percentage. Okay. I'll take that. That's really not bad. I'll put that on my baseline for now. But as you can see, I didn't lie as well. I didn't touch the account. The account is still exactly the same. And I'm just going to be working... Never mind, I don't have any skill points. So we're just going to keep saving the coins until I get skill points for said fighters. Today, I want to start work on Who's the Boss. And potentially try and complete it if I can, but there is a lot of fights in Who's the Boss, so I might just do the first part and then do the second part at a later date. I'm just going to skip this story, because if you care about the story, I guess you can read it while you're doing it, but for the sake of the video, it's already 7.5 minutes.
Valentine! Time to operate!
And I might have to turn the audio down again, because it sounds very loud. It keeps changing, it keeps going loud and quiet on my phone, so it might be overpowering me again, which I really hope not. Also, as you can see, another thing I didn't explain in the first video is you can see that I switched out to my Icy Heart as the second fighter, but I'm not touching her at all. That's because I want to use her later on, but as you know, I don't have any skill points because I wanted to work on that Parasol. So I'm just going to level her up a bit while using a hard carry and rerun. Okay, I'm going to pause quickly because I'm just going to double check that the audio is completely fine. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I've sorted out the audio. The music should be even quieter, which I don't know how I achieved it because it is already as quiet as possible. Anyone else I want to use at the moment? Nah, we'll keep it the same because Rerun has a damage bonus on that Valentine variant. This bronze fight that I'm against now is actually a bronze fight that I really wanted to get today. And I was going to invest in her almost immediately. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of players who know this now. But this this variant of Philia, Bad Hair Day, is very, very good. For even some of the higher stages in the game. She does cheese a lot when you max her skill tree out. She has access to quite the cheese. Oh, okay, I'm being an idiot. Okay, there we go. Jesus, it's already been 10 minutes. Oh, this is the thing. I feel like these fights take forever to set up and then explain. I think I might just do this part of it today because I'll release... I can do the second part of it tomorrow. The second part's probably going to be a slightly extended video because of that. But there's also another video I want to do tomorrow because if you didn't know or you're watching this afterwards, there is an event going on right now for Valentine's Day, as today is the 14th. And as I'm a lonely person, I've got no one to spend it with, I'm just, I basically just grind skullgirls because I have a lot of free time. So I thought, well, why not invest that time into trying to get top 100 rewards? And top 100 rewards is quite the task. I could have done it probably like yesterday if I was actually bothered, but I had already reached about 110 million yesterday. And I'd opened a very special relic that guarantees at least a gold or higher, and I got the higher tier. So I got extremely lucky because it was only a 10% chance. When I do that video tomorrow, I'll show you who I got. I don't really want to say it right now because just in case. I don't know if the newer people will know what I'm about. I'm only saying golds right now because I already got a gold in yesterday's episode in Vaporwave Vixen. So yeah. Right, we're going on to this one. As you can see, it's 2 question marks. What that means is it's going to be a random fighter, and I'm assuming it's just going to be random bronzes. Yep. I got this variant of Fukuwa to fight. I'm happy about that because she is notorious as, to some people, the worst fighter in the game by far, because her ability is probably the worst ability I've ever seen because of the way it activates. It doesn't sound bad when you look at it, it's just the way it activates. She has to be at 25% health for it to activate, and it's, I guess, a relatively offensive ability. I mean, it gives you haste, which haste gives you a very high blockbuster meter count, and that's good because of that. It means you can get to a point where certain fighters, you can literally just spam blockbusters to win fights. Like, it is possible. What you can see as well is there's another thing that keeps happening on the doubles thing at the top right. That is her character ability. It's called transmutation. She changes into whatever element at random, basically. She can turn into any element at random. Unfortunately, I mean, it's a very good ability, but because of the randomness, it is quite tough to get the one you want.
Egrets, get ready.
Oh, right, I've just noticed. It requires a Sarabella, which means I am going to do this, I think. Yeah.
Sarabella! Catching down a fan!
She's a hard carry. And I want to level up this shout a little bit now, so I can potentially start work on her skill tree, because I'm going to need her later on. Why do I always do that? I always assume they're just going to start grabbing, or I'm going to start grabbing, and then as soon as I click grab, I get hit. I always do that. So don't feel ashamed if you do. Everyone messes up. Oh my god, this big band is a little bit tanky for me right now. Also, I just saw Rerun hit a 256 damage crit without any bonuses. For this early on, she's doing more damage than her own fighter score right now. That's pretty good. Oh, there we go. I think I just activated immunity frames by mistake, which I'm glad about, because I went straight through that hit. This variant of Philia, by the way, is also If I could get this variant, I might work on it because I've never used this Filia variant before. And I know what she does. She involves haste, and then I'm able to sustain that haste, I believe. I don't want to check there is a feature right now called the fire catalog, but I don't want to check it just in case it's a little bit of spoilers. So I'm not going to check that. Right. I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but for the sake of this video, not being over 20, like I'm trying to, it's already at 15 and a half. I don't want it to keep going I don't want it to go any higher than 25. So don't copy exactly what I'm doing. Just imagine this is that rerun or the understudy that I have. Do not use a gold fighter, sorry, this early on. I'm doing it for the sake of the video. If it ends up getting to this point, I will have to go off camera and just do a little bit of grinding off camera for levels, and I'll show you how I will do that once I hit level 5. I always underestimate that. Her charge attack confuses me. There is a couple of other charge attacks that confuse me, but this one is one of the weirdest ones. Because it's so hard to project. This one and Fukua's one for me are the worst ones. The other ones are relatively straightforward to dodge. Oh right, I'm forgetting Beowulf's. I don't like Beowulf. They always get hit by the second hit on the arm. And I know it's my fault, but I keep doing it. Yes, I still keep using this Fukua. I need to use it right now for a little bit. Oh, I wouldn't mind getting a Beowulf from the rewards, but not that variant. There is another variant that I want called Cold Stones. This one, when he suffers from any debuff, he gains armor and he gains haste, which is pretty decent, but it's more of a defensive ability. And this version of Misfortune, I want to get the other version because the other version is also great early on, because she, as long as she is above 50% health, so as long as you don't mess up, in other words, she will have a permanent enrage stack, and it only gets removed by going down lower than 50% health. Okay, as you can see, there's a chat feature. I'm not gonna touch the chat feature. I wouldn't advise you guys to touch that chat feature either, in some cases, because unfortunately the chat in this game, while it can be good sometimes, it's mostly not good, because if you ask anybody in the chat for advice, they're either gonna, like, give you potentially the wrong advice. Like, I'm not saying their opinions are incorrect, I'm just saying, if you ask, like, oh, I just got, let's use this Vaporwave as an example. If you said, like, I got Vaporwave, is this good? They would say, oh, she's good, but she's not the best. And then that would make you think immediately, oh, well, I'm not going to work on her as she's not the best. Which, there isn't a best in terms of, I mean, there are, I don't know, the Fukuas are all unique, which is why I used it as an example, because all the Fukuas are good at their own thing. So all the Fukuas are actually pretty decent. So that's why I advise just don't listen to them, because sometimes they give the wrong advice.
Peacock!
And the chat can also get pretty, let's just say, explicit with some of the things that come out of people's mouths in chat. But as you can also see, I unlocked the social hub. I skipped past that because I completely forgot that that was a thing that you unlocked at level 5. I thought that was an immediate thing. So that means, I guess if you guys wanted another friend in the friends list to get gifts, I'm now available. And you'll be seeing my name throughout the entire video, so you will be able to find me. And if I, without looking right now, I believe it's Leviathan in all caps with 6 N's. It's either 6 or 7. I'll check after. Right, another thing that I've just realized is, remember I was talking about that element bonus? I'm completely ignoring my own advice right now. Don't be like me, because I'm an idiot. I'm only doing it because rerun right now is my highest. And I don't know exactly, well, I know exactly who to spend these canopy coins on. I just don't want to use those fighters in a bronze only when they're only like 100 fighter score, when this rerun is already 200, so she can actually somewhat handle her own. Okay, this Icy Hot regen is getting very annoying. Please don't get 3 stacks of your hype mode. Because if you do, oh no, that's not good. I might actually lose this. Hang on. Hang on a second. Please don't embarrass me. Like, okay, we did it. We're fine. That got a little bit scary, to be honest. I thought I was about to, like, show myself up for not being a player who knows what he's doing. Right, we're gonna open all those at the end. Okay. Let me just, I think I might need to go and work on someone. So give me a second. Okay. I've decided, I guess I'm just gonna put some of these skill points into whatever I can for now. So I've only got 5 skill points for Bella. So unfortunately I can only give her that. Oh right, I forgot about this. And we got 2 of these from the... Okay, a word of advice early on. If your Cerebella is born with a diamond dynamo, I would advise putting diamond drop on as soon as you get it. And I like Battle Butt early on, and it's still great late game because it has a thing called super armor, which means it's basically like unflinching without having the unflinching buff. And it destroys a lot of streaks for higher level people because they don't really estimate it.
Cerebella! Can't turn down a fan!
If you can hear vibrating, I apologize. My phone is not on mute. I should have done that before, but I did it yesterday. I forgot today. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for this Eliza. I probably should have got Bella's signature ability. Now I'm thinking about it, that would have been more... I know I've only got 5 skill points anyway, but spending 3 on that alone would have been a better investment for me. Because Cerebella's signature ability, which is probably one of the better signature abilities in the game because it's always used, is whenever she gets... whenever the enemy fighter attempts to throw her, if she breaks the throw in time, she basically staggers the enemy for a few seconds. I think it's like 2 seconds. But it gives you a very good opening. And because Bella's quite slow and clunky, you pretty much have to stay on top of the enemy fighter to stop them from doing certain things later on. So once I get that signature ability, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean because it is a very good way to cheese. Okay, I'm also going to work on this sheltered. I am going to grab hers because hers is pretty good it's just pretty good to have now. And she was born with a silent scope with piercing. That is probably the best thing I could have asked for, bar attack percentage, so thank you. And Egret Moto with defense. Well, I don't really care for that. I don't like Egret Moto. If I was going to use any of the Egret bikes, which I don't anyway, I would use the Blockbuster version because of the stun. And that one also hits like a truck. I just prefer other things on parasols. Right, so getting back to what her signature ability is, as you can see there is a thing on the floor. That is known as a tier. And tiers, depending on your parasol, give a lot of buffs in many, many different and amazing ways. That makes some of them, it turns parasol into one of the best offensive or certain variants of parasol into one of the best fighters in the game. Just alone, because that is her source of damage. You may not notice it right now, but once I get to that point, and I wish this big man could stop doing that, because I want the element bonus damage. Sorry, my throat's a bit... I don't know what it is. When I have a drink, my throat decides it wants to clog up. Which is very annoying, because it didn't do that yesterday. I don't know why that's a thing, but that's a thing. I guess I'm just built different. But yeah, you'll see very soon that the tiers are a great source of damage. It's her primary source of damage, I should say. Because her tiers buff everything she does. And there is one particular gold variant of Parasol that I would love to get later on that does just that. But I'm not gonna say exactly who it is right now. I'll wait until I potentially get that variant. Or we get a Gold Fighter Relic. If we get a Gold Fighter Relic, I'm going to go to the catalog for the first time, and I'm going to go over who I want the most. Or, actually no, I'm going to do that first for Silvers, because Silvers are also very important early on. It's just that Golds, because of the stats and whatever else, they are just as important. Can you, like, I'm just going to... Wait, what? What happened there? Okay, there we go. If this is boring some of you, I apologize. I didn't actually think the fights were going to take this long. I really didn't think they were going to take this long. I thought the quicker I get to, like, that kind of stage early on... Okay, we only have 3 more, actually, and then the video will be done. I'll be doing I'll open whatever we get, obviously, because that's what some people really come for, to see what lower level players get, which is also one of the reasons why I did this account, not just to help you guys, but as an experiment, because I want to prove to everyone that luck is just RNG. Me getting that gold fighter early on, from a relic that I shouldn't have even had on the account. I don't know how I got that relic. Or I know how I got that relic. I don't know how I got the rewards for that relic. I shouldn't have even had it on the account. But that is just, that's just trying to trap me into believing that everything is going to be amazing. Which it's not. Also, one thing that's scaring me is I tend to have these weird superstition things, where, what did I just, oh, no wait, if I move that, there we go. Sorry, my editing thing is on the front of the screen, and it's getting in the way of some buttons. But I can't even remember what I was going to say. Right, if I open a Gold Fighter Relic and I get another one of these, you might hear a grown man cry on camera.
Robo Fortune!
That's not a joke.
Meow.
Because I am genuinely...
Big Bam! Back on the feet.
Here we come! I don't want this to take forever. I've already spent... This video is already nearly 30 minutes long, as it is. So, it's another long one. Which I was hoping it wasn't. I wanted to try and keep it shorter than it was before. Okay, at least he doesn't have his second part. He has the first part. The first part I can deal with. The second part on a starter account, there is no way I'm dealing with that. As you can see, I'm doing absolutely no damage to this chunky boy because he gives himself armor. And the second part of that essay, the signature ability, is that when he gets set armor, he has a 5% chance to inflict stun on you for 4 seconds, just for hitting him. And he also has a very nasty HP stat for a Silver Fighter. Like, I think when he gets maxed out as, like, the highest evolved tier, I'm pretty sure he goes somewhere around the 60k margin, which is actually pretty good. Because when you get maxed out moves and bonuses and such, that can go to a crazy amount on top of all the other buffs. Oh, okay, we got a bronze fire. I'm actually happy for that. I want to see what I get out of it. And finally, we're on to Scarlet Viper. Which, if I got this out of a silver relic, this Scarlet Viper...
Cerebella!
Captain down a
I'm
fan!
just gonna double check. I only got 2 skill points, never mind. I might use those gift coins to get skill points, because that's another thing you can buy in the shop, but only with those specific coins. And unfortunately, if you are very new and you're under the level of 25, you will not know how to obtain said Rift coins. Although, actually, well, the name makes it quite obvious in that it's got Rift in the name. There is a feature at the bottom left that I can't access until level 25, and if you're under level 25, you can't access it either. She just went into Sekhmet mode, and she's going to destroy... You know what, let's not. I refuse to let a fighter die this early on. We're not going to have our first fighter death. We're going to try and stay as flawless as possible. So I'm just going to let my rerun finish this, because I don't want to deal with that. That Sekhmet mode was actually a little bit scary. And we're finally done. What else did I get? Did I get a premiere by any chance? No, all bronzes. That means tomorrow then will be hopefully some juicier rewards, I should say. They're not juicy until you get to like expert tier or master tier. We're only on basic. But this is fine. Okay, here you go. This is where you grind. This is probably what I'm going to have to grind a lot of. And when I say a lot, for certain cases, it is a lot. The event that is going on right now, I'm going to go and show you, actually. And if depending on the milestones, when I go and check quickly, I might do a little bit of it tonight. This event right here, Roses are Red, Violence is Due. This event... As you can see, it gives a lot of rewards. 325 for this, or... What's the point requirement for rewards? 100 Okay. I might try and get 100,000 tonight, which sounds ridiculous. Actually, it is a little bit ridiculous for a starter account. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see any special relic opening, because I'm not going to be able to get this. But... as you can see, there is a lot of tiers, like 8 million, 12.5, 25, 50, and then 100. I am at 100 and about 65 as the time of recording on my main account. And I'm trying to get to 200 because I want to guarantee these rewards for tomorrow. This account, we're not going to talk about it, but this is quite a rare fighter, but she's not a great fighter. She's just a collector's item. It's not what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for this, and I'm doing it for these. So you get to see 5 relics, plus other relics that I'm going to not talk about now. One of them is a gold. There is another one of the higher tier that I'm going to be opening tomorrow. This prize fight, if I could do it right now, I would. This is the best source of money in the game when it's out. Like, to get money, to get coins in one day, this is the best way to do it. Because it gives you, I believe, altogether, it's 330,000 coins. Which, it is quite a lot for a beginner. And the requirements are all less than 1 million points. So if you have, like, a 5k fighter, like a decent 5k fighter that has access to good stats, you might actually be able to reach that tier with just that 5k fighter, if you put enough effort into it. I could go for the rank 100 rewards on my main account for this, but honestly, because this one is eating up all my time, I haven't. This one is an elemental prize fight. It gives you things that I'm not going to show you because it's not required yet. Oh, right. Don't forget to do this, guys. I don't even know how I got this long shot because... Oh, I think I know how. Probably the rerun against whatever that was. But don't forget to do that because it's very important. Character ability. Okay, nice. We got a key. That's going to come in useful. We got a bad hair day. I didn't even know you got one for free. That's not even the best part. The best part is we get this. She's not a good fighter, I just want her. But we got a bad hair day. That means... we got the wrong variant of Pain Wheel again. If this is another understudy... oh my god. Okay, this is proof that good RNG on starter accounts doesn't exist. This is proof right here. There's only 3 usable moves here. These are what's called bursts. Bursts do nothing on offense, they're okay on defense. This is usable and it has crit rate percentage, that's actually not bad. This resistance percentage, don't care. This accuracy, do not care, but they're usable. Okay, I think that's everything for this video. There you go, you can see everyone we have. We're already at nearly 20 fighters, which is average because you're supposed to have about that at this point anyway, because of what you get. But the main fighters, bar this Vaporwave Vixen and the Blood Drive, because I'm not touching that Blood Drive. It's just not worth it. The fighters I'm going to start working on probably tomorrow. I might not be able to fit all of it into a video, just because I'm probably going to do like a few fights on camera tomorrow, and then I'm going to do a couple. I think what I'll do is I'll go up to about 50% on camera, and I'll also include the treasure nodes, because the treasure nodes are the ones with the requirements, and I'll do that on camera for the lower tiers anyway, because the lower tiers are kind of boring to watch, because it's literally just repeatedly hit face until they die. So I won't do that bit, but I'll be sure to do it tomorrow, and I'll probably just do up to 50% and then go. Okay, I apologize for that. I got interrupted. I also I know what I was talking about, but I realized that I was rambling again. I also didn't mean to click that. The fighters we're gonna work on tomorrow there are 4 that I can see here. It's gonna be this understudy, because understudy is very good. Sheltered, because Sheltered is amazing. Icy Heart, I'm gonna get her signature ability just because it's quite useful early on, and Bad Hair Day I'm going to have to level up a little bit. I'm not going to do it off camera yet because we haven't reached that point, but they need to be leveled, and maybe not, I might do the decrypted and try it out because I've never done it, but haven't decided. But yeah, there'll be 2 videos tomorrow, which for a new YouTuber that's quite impressive, because I want to do this every single day, because obviously it's supposed to be a kind of daily series. But tomorrow you're also gonna get a video that includes a diamond relic and a gold relic, so hopefully I'm expecting all I'm hoping for is not a duplicate in that one. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.